Hello everyone, welcome to day 12th of December Lead Code Challenge, and today's question is smallest subtree with all the deepest nodes. The first thing that you need to note here that this question is exactly same as the lowest common ancestor of the deepest leaves. So you need to identify lowest common ancestor of the deepest leaves. The first step here in this question would be to identify the deepest leaves and then uh, update the lowest common ancestor of the deepest leaves. Let's go through the question once more. Given the root of a binary tree, the depth of each node is defined as the shortest distance to the root. Return the smallest subtree such that it contains all the deepest nodes in the original tree. A node is called the deepest if it has the largest depth possible among the nodes in the entire tree. The subtree of a tree is a tree consisting of that node plus the set of descendants of that tree. So this question is difficult to digest when you read it upfront. I would suggest reading the lowest common ancestor question first and then coming back to here, and then you can think of that these two are exactly similar in nature. Let's walk through these examples, but let's skip it for now. I'll walk through the slideshow that I've created so that you understand the question better. Smallest subtree with all the deepest nodes or lowest common ancestor of the deepest leaves. So I have taken a slightly different example so that you understand the question first in a better format. So this is a tree given to us, and whatever I have highlighted in green is the depth of that tree. So let's identify the path of the maximum depth. The path of maximum depth is identified by this line, this red line, and the depth is signified by this 1, 2, 3, and 4. So this is the path where maximum depth reaches. You need to identify the smallest subtree is in this path, so which is 7 in this case, and hence this would be your answer. So moving on to the next example, which is exactly same to what was specified in the question. Now let's identify the depth of the complete tree, and let's identify the path of maximum depth. The path of maximum depth is this. So what is the subtree where the of the smallest nodes where the convergence happens, and this is this node, the second node. So here the answer would be the smallest subtree of deepest node would be this node. The lowest common ancestor of the deepest nodes, which is 7 and 4, is 2. Makes sense. So let's take another example. Here I have extended the right subtree. I've added few more branches here to the similar example, and let's identify the path of maximum depth. The path of maximum depth is something like this and this. So which is the lowest common ancestor of the maximum depth tree? So here you see that this is one tree where the maximum depth is reaching, and this is another subtree where maximum depth is reaching. The lowest common ancestor would be the root in this case. So if you are observed on pattern, you try to find out the depth at each node, and if whenever the depth is equal, then that means the root from where you started calculating the depth of the right subtree and the left subtree is your answer. However, for the case when the right depth of right subtree is greater than left, for example, the right depth is greater than the left depth, that means your answer lies in the right subtree. The answer lies in the right subtree. So you'll invoke the similar method, find LCA in your right subtree, right node, R node. If your depth of left subtree is greater than right subtree, then your answer lies in your left subtree, LCA of left node, and whenever these two are equal, then your root is your lowest common ancestor, as in this case, which would be 3, the top of the tree. So let's quickly code this up. What are we going to do? at each node we will do a post-order traversal and try to identify the depth of the tree. If the depth of the tree is equal, if both are equal, then root becomes our lowest common ancestor or the smallest node with deepest leaves. If the depth of the right subtree is greater than that of left, the answer lies in your right subtree path. However, if the left depth is greater than the right one, the answer lies in the right left subtree path. So let's quickly code this up. One of the corner cases would be if root equals to null, the answer is null. Otherwise, let's write the helper method that gives us the depth of the left subtree. Left d equals to depth of root dot left. We'll search for this, and then we will search for the right subtree path, right depth. And now what are we going to do? If left depth equals to right depth, then we will return the root because root is the answer. Otherwise, if left d is greater than right d, right depth, what are we going to do? The answer lies in your right subtree path, the left subtree path. So we will invoke search for the subtree with deepest leaves in the left subtree. And otherwise, for the case when the right depth is greater than that of left, we will invoke the similar method, the subtree with deepest leaves, using the right pointer. Also return, I missed the return statement here. Now we'll write a helper method to check for the length. So how are we going to do this? Private int depth tree node root. If root is null, you return 0. That's fine. Otherwise, you search for left depth, that would be equal to depth of root dot left. Now search for the right depth, root dot right, return math dot max left d comma right d plus 1. So let's code this up. Compilation error, return statement missing, line 32. Let me just return null from here because that will never reach though. There we got the answer, and let me just submit this up. Accepted. There is slight improve. What is the time complexity of the algorithm? The time complexity of the algorithm would be order of n square, because at each node you are finding the depth, and for finding the depth of a tree you need to the worst case complexity is order of n, because from each node you are going to the deepest node and checking for the depth, and similarly you are repeating it for the or all the subtrees. The improvement that can be done here is we can cache the value of depth if we have ever traversed it in the past. How are we going to do that? Private map tree node comma integer, and let me just call this map new hash map. What are we going to store in this map? So node and its corresponding depth. First of all, what we will do, if map dot contains key root, if map contains the root, you'll return the root. map.get root. Otherwise, in this later part, we'll calculate the depth as this, and we'll return the depth. Also, we will update the value of the depth in the map. So let's run this up. Again it passed. Let me just submit it. Yeah, it worked. So the time complexity reduced to order of n, since at each node, if you have ever traversed, calculated a depth in the past, it will be cached. The only limitation here is that you have to create a map, a kind of a data storage where we are storing the information of depth against each node. Of each node again, what's the value of the depth. So that's a slight setback for this solution. There's another solution where you don't even need to store this information, but I'll keep it for the later part. Thanks for watching the video. Time complexity is order of n. Space complexity is order of n again, because it will be the same as the number of nodes in the tree, where n is number of nodes in the tree.